This stinging sensation. You don't think... Impossible. We made sure to get the barrier in place. I have a bad feeling about this. Quickly, to the altar! Agnes? Agnes, what are you doing?
The light! It's getting stronger!
What is this? She can't be...
The crystal's power! It's gonna overload!
Stop it, Agnes! Can't you see what you're doing? Please, stop!
The crystal... It's out of control.
Your Holiness! How could you... Please, don't tell me. You were the one who set off the other crystals too?
Wind, earth, fire, and water makes four.
You're...
Oh, look who showed up. It's been a while. I'm Anna, a fairy in His Majesty's service. Charmed, I'm sure. You couldn't have come at a better time. A few seconds earlier, and you just might have stopped us. But, oh well, that's the way Luxandar crumbles. Come on, Your Holiness. We're off to the border between worlds.
Not so fast! We're not letting you go anywhere!
You know, I thought you might say something like that. Come, Vakuv Kakish. These little children want to play. Yikes!
We're flying, sir! We're really flying! When did you learn how to fly this thing, sir?
I didn't, Private.
I knew it, sir! You're just a natural, sir!
No! I mean, I don't know how to fly it, Private! We just got back from Eisenberg when they strapped us to the back of this thing and said lift off! I thought maybe you were driving it!
Me, sir? I can't even drive an apple cart, sir. Look, Ma, no hands.
Criminy! None of these buttons or levers seem to do anything. It's like this thing is flying itself.
Wowzer! Did you just shoot at someone, sir? With real ammo, sir?
It wasn't me.
Wait, Anna! What have you done to Her Holiness? Eyes up front, you! We've got real trouble here.
Alas, even the strongest weapon is nothing without a strong will to guide it.
Nikolai?
The poor, incompetent beast could only fight until it was reduced to scrap.
I'll have you know, I brought plenty of copper tints this time, sir.
Put a sock in it, Private.
Sir Nikolai, please!
I'm afraid I cannot allow you to pass, Master Yu.
But, Sir Nikolai, Her Holiness is...
I say it once more, for good measure. I cannot allow you to pass.
Careful, Yu. I've seen eyes like his before. He'll die before he gives in to us. But, Sir Nikolai, why? Why are you fighting for the Kaiser? Are you out for revenge? Like Jan?
Forgive me, Master Yu. You do have the right to know. I fight for the Kaiser to atone for my sins. You heard from Jan, did you not? Of the evil rotting the Crystal Guard from within? Signs of that rot were already evident when I first joined their ranks. I swore an oath with my fellow young knights to strive for change, to restore the Crystal Guard to its former glory and honor. One by one, my brothers fell to temptation, lured away by the promises of the rich, pandering to the wishes of the powerful. Until that day, nearly a score of years ago, the seat of the Orthodoxy was captured by an army that had amassed so quickly, it was as if it had formed out of thin air. An army commanded by the man who would go on to establish the modern Duchy of Eternia. The Temple of Earth soon fell into their hands. For a year, we could do nothing. The Orthodoxy's leaders struggled desperately with the question of how to address the threat posed by this fledgling nation. In the end, we were stripped of our arms. The Crystal Guard disbanded in all but name. The political clout and military might that Crystalism once possessed was lost. And yet a part of me felt relief. At last, the rot would be swept from our order. But I was wrong. Oh, how wrong I was. Justice was a farce, perpetuated by those with power, trotted out whenever it would serve their ends. The backlash against any who spoke out against them grew ever more cruel. Bribery and betrayal were our bread and butter. Law, justice, such ideas were worth less than dirt. I did nothing to stop the injustice. The suffering of many is blood on my hands. No matter what I must sacrifice, I will atone for my sins. This is the path I have chosen. And so I beg of you, Master Yu, abandon this struggle. We have the power to rewrite history. This world, all the pain and tragedy, will disappear, and a new and better world will take its place. For the sake of Luxembourg, Master Yu, stand down from this fight.
Curse it all! I was so proud to be in the Crystal Guard. The leader of the 3 Cavaliers. The Crystal Guard was... is?
You! You can't give up now! You!
You choose wisely, Master Yu. In our new world, the Crystal Guard will be reborn as the Honorable Order.
I know this is the right choice. And I choose to carry on. I will not turn back, Sir Nikolai.
You...
Jan was right. When I set out on this path, maybe it was out of some naive sense of duty. But that's not it now! Idia, she may always tease me, but when I needed her most, when I was lost and alone, she took my hand and led me forward. Tis may act all carefree, but he's the first to throw himself on the line when his friends are in danger. He's always there by my side, ready to help without me saying a word. He's like a big brother to me. And Magnolia, her spirit, her energy, her dignity. There's more to her than I could ever know, but I want to learn more. The people who matter most to me are right here, in this world, and you are not gonna take them away from me! I'm disgusted by the Crystal Guard's past. I won't deny it, but even still, I'm gonna make it right, here, in this world. By coup de gravy or second chances, we will make things better. This is what I'm fighting for, Nikolai. It's not just some duty I was tasked with or something to keep up appearances. This is what I truly believe in.
Your strength of will is most admirable, Master Yu. It nigh brings a tear to my eye. And yet, I cannot. I will not back down. I, too, must fight for what I believe.
Nothing. Now you're gonna get it.
of this madness, Nikolai! If you keep fighting, you'll...
I do not fear death, Master Yu. On the contrary, I give myself to it gladly, if it would create a better world. Yes, even if this body breaks, the strength of my will shall carry on. If you truly have the will to press on, Master Yu, then you must be prepared to cut me down! You have grown strong. You, strong of body and strong of will. To think your will would prove stronger than my own. I am devastated. And yet, I've never felt more proud. How quickly boys become men. It brings a tear to my eye. You have grown strong indeed. You. I will say it once more. For good measure, your beliefs, your love for your friends. It is from here that true strength is born. Stay true to them, and you just may bring about the impossible. Stay true, you, and show the world your coup de gravy.
so Nikolai too has fallen.
But think of what we have gained, sire. All 4 crystals running wild, their power spilling forth to tear open the boundaries between worlds. Everything you've worked for, all of your wishes are about to come true.
Yes, here we are, at the end of our journey. Yet all of our companions have been lost to us. Only we are left to celebrate this day.
Alas, this is true. But they gave their lives for your noble cause. Your dream was the dream we all shared. If we make it come true, their sacrifice will not be in vain.
Indeed.
Shall we then? The boundary of worlds awaits.
Not so fast. Don't you count me out.
Jan? You still live?
A little banged up, but yeah, looks that way.
You've done well to return, Jan. Truly, I am gladdened. Let us set forth together to the boundary of worlds.
Yeah, let's do it!
We shall deny the mockery that Luxembourg has become, and build a glorious new world in its place.
That light! It's the Holy Pillar! They're about to tear apart the boundary between worlds!
We have to stop them! Look! In the sky! Is that... What? The rubber dub! It's... Oh, Vol! We're flying! Sakura, how in the world?
It's quite easy. Mr. Lotus taught me all the controls.
No, I mean...
You! Well, how does she look? Fixed her up just like you asked. We melted down the Livingstone, coated the hull with her, and here you have it.
Formidable! That was what you asked him to do?
I'm just glad one of my ideas finally worked.
Nice going. That big brain of yours really is good for something.
But wait a minute. Are we permanently airborne now?
No need to worry. I took care of that problem as well. I worked the material so it only rises when heated. Then I routed the plumbing to carry the water from the baths over the hull. You can take off or land simply by adjusting the flow of hot water.
The baths are always ready, so your ship is always ready. Fly and soak at your leisure.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Lotus. Now we can storm the Skyhold and make things right!
You're more than an engineer, Lotus. You're a genius!
To think that Luxembourg's science had come so far.
Did you hear that, Agnes? We're on our way! Wow. This place is something else.
Ships piled upon ships? And the whole of it forming a city?
This is Grand Ship, the sinking state. At least that's what people used to call it.
An entire nation built atop a sinking boat?
Yep, a really big boat. Big enough to be its own nation. It was also our airship for a while.
A boat? That was a nation? That was an airship? Je ne comprends pas.
Wow, sir. That must have been some adventure.
I wonder how our friends at the tavern are doing. We should stop in and say hello. Hey! What? What's with the long faces?
Taxes. Pfft. What else? They're going up next week for the 3rd time this month.
Food, clothes, books, booze. You name it, they're raising the taxes. This country's going to hell in a handbasket if you ask me. What? Wait, I know that face.
Well, well, look what the waves dragged in. You're looking hale and hearty, my dears.
And you, Dats and Zats, haven't changed a bit.
Well, blow me down. If it ain't Idia, and 'tis too. You had a good long snooze, didn't you?
I can't thank you enough for everything you did for us.
It was nothing.
I still can't get over how nothing's changed. The tavern's just like I remember.
It may look that way, but a lot's happened here in Grandship since your last visit.
Aye, a lot indeed.
About a year ago, we ran out of power. There wasn't a spark left. We came down in this crater lake, and we've been bobbing here ever since, like a lonely buoy.
We decided to make the best of it. Give up flying around the world and build a new nation right here.
And you've been here ever since?
That's right. We've taken in refugees, orphans, anybody who needed a roof over their head. We're starting anew, building from the bottom up. The new Grandship Republic. Has a nice ring to it, huh?
Milady, I have returned. I have placed the goods you requested out front. Ah, so you have come too.
Alternus?
Alternus Dim, loyal guardian and holder of the Dark Knight Asterisk. This childhood friend of Idia's served her father Brave as a key member of Eternia's Council of Six. He travels the world ceaselessly to carry out the tasks assigned to him by Brave, his mentor and surrogate father. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Thank you. Once again, you deliver the goods. Where would we be without you? Here, let me give you something. How about a draught of ale on the house?
Thank you. Perhaps later.
A free drink? That man deserves an open tab for life! Sending the Dark Knight of Eternia out on pub errands? Only you would have the nerve.
Ain't that the truth?
Ah, but today's a fine day for a feast. What do you say? How about I whip up one of my specialties?
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Lord of House Geneolja and leader of the Three Cavaliers? At your age? That's mighty impressive.
It's nothing special, really.
Want to hear something even crazier? This lass says she comes from the moon! The moon!
Nice to meet you. Oh, but this is delicious. Seconds, please?
The appetite of the young. Hey, Mr. Alternus!
Ah, there you are. Here, come sit with us. And here's some piping hot soup for you.
Yippee!
And this is from me.
Wow, sketch pads and pencils!
These are great. Thanks so much, Mr. Alternus.
You really have a way with kids.
I only help to distribute the nation's handouts, food, stationery, and the like. It has made me popular. It is a fine nation, this one. Where else would you see the underprivileged so well taken care of and so happy?
Not many places, for sure.
Did that ever hit the spot?
You can still pack it away, huh, Princess?
Ain't that the truth?
Every time we come here, you treat us to a magnificent feast.
Wait, you mean you never pay for your meals?
Well, No. Though when you put it like that, it kind of makes us sound like we're freeloading. You know, maybe we should pay sometimes. How much do we owe you?
Don't mention it! Seeing your happy faces and full stomachs is all the payment I need.
Oh, come on. Let us pay just this once.
Really? Well, if you insist. Let me see. Plus tax, that comes to, yeah. 1,825,890 pig, with a 10% discount for regulars.
1,800,000 But how?
I told you, didn't I? The taxes here are out of control.
Yeah, but even still. I mean, there must be some mistake.
The tax laws are set by our wise leaders. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Well, I'm going to lodge a formal complaint. You can pick up the tab.
No, And there she goes.
Look, it's a simple question. Who's responsible for these outrageous taxes?
Yes, yes. As I have tried to explain, tax policy is determined by consensus of the entire council. The council, in turn, is chosen by the collective will of the nation. So, as you see, in a very real sense, everyone is responsible.
But who in their right mind would want taxes so high?
Idia, there is nothing to be gained by browbeating this gentleman. He is but one of many councillors.
But it's ridiculous! Someone has to take responsibility. The waffling is driving me bonkers. This council is just a doddering old bunch of do-nothings.
The poor laws here in Grandship are quite comprehensive. A certain degree of taxation is essential to maintain them.
A certain degree? I just paid 7 figures for one meal. Well, you did.
We must look after the orphans and the aged. Or are you suggesting we abandon them? The taxes also pay for the bread and books that I distribute to the children.
Okay, so it's for a good cause. But aren't you taking it a bit too far?
You are not the first to say so. This is why we are beginning to consider major policy reforms.
What?
Yes, a new organization has taken up the cause. Citizens concerned for the nation's coffers, they call themselves. They're holding their inaugural meeting in the old engine room. A number of influential council members will be attending. Should their agenda succeed, we can expect great changes, starting with taxes, which they plan to abolish almost entirely.
Well, that would certainly be good for business. But,
What of the bread and soup I deliver to the children? How will they be fed?
So, what do you think about Datz's story about the gigantic old man? That has to be Professor Norzen, right? Enormous troll-like body? Check. Bellowing voice like a cracked bell? Check. And those attendants in the pointed hats? Sounds like students of Al Campus to me.
And Dad said he kept shouting, "Fools! We must revive Tiz Orier!"
Speaking of which, what exactly is that soul stone? The one that brought me back.
It was all shiny and shimmery. It was like it was made of some weird metal. I've never seen anything like it.
It was only 50-50 that it would work, you know. That's what the professor said. I think Professor Norzen saw it all coming. The destruction of our world, the end layer. And he's been thinking about what to do about it for all these years. He's somehow determined that he needed Agnes, Idia, and you, sir. But I was still asleep then. True, but he looked at your medical charts and knew he had a chance to bring you back.
If I could run a large instantaneous burst of energy through him, then perhaps...
Well, that's what he said. So how did he figure out that the Soul Stone was here in Grandship? The research team mentioned it in their report, when Grandship first appeared in this world. So the professor came right away with a group of his students in tow. But in the meantime, the Empire launched its attack and brought down Eternian Central Command. That's right. I was stuck on my own, so the professor sent Idia. He entrusted the Soul Stone to us so we could use it to revive you, sir.
We'd been trying to find a way, but we never knew there was something like that.
Who knows where it came from, but thanks to its powers, here I am.
I have to say, this Grandship is a very strange place.
According to the proprietress, the nation was born some 3,000 or 4,000 years ago.
Some legends say it was built by pirates. Ah, that would explain why you can see the remains of old sailing ships and galleys here and there.
That's not the most interesting thing either. Look, over there, and there. This place is full of the same devices and machines as the one we saw in Sagitta. There's only one other place I know that you can see such things in buildings. The moon.
You're saying that Grandship started as an advanced civilization like Sagitta and the moon?
Perhaps. Or perhaps Grandship itself was the original civilization.
Now that would be weird.
Either way, it's kind of odd that Datz gave up so easily once he heard my name.
Gave up? Wait, didn't anyone tell you?
Tell me what?
Zatz was keeping an eye on things from the sidelines. According to him, the professor, moving like Quicksilver, snuck up behind Datz and put him into a sleeper hold. Then he spun him around and performed a textbook avalanche pile driver, full air at the apex and everything.
Wow, that old guy just keeps impressing.
Maybe it was the rampaging professor who grounded the ship in the first place. He's just that amazing.
As Datz would say, ain't that the truth?
Who ordered this meeting anyway? And why all the way down here?
I hear that some hotshot new counselor has been proposing major tax cuts.
A new counselor? But who?
It was I!
Hear ye, hear ye! Councillor Kammer, Minister of Tax, has a new proposal that he would like all of you to hear. Minister Kammer, you have the floor.
Fellow council members, thank you for coming today.
Elec Quentis Kammer VIII, deposed king and holder of the Time Mage Asterisk. Once he sat on the throne of Ansheim, but his evil plots on behalf of the Eternian forces were laid bare by Idia and her allies. He prides himself in his precision and his fame as the Timekeeper King, little realizing that the epithet was meant as an insult. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
As you are all aware, our state has no power. Unable to soar through the skies at will, we resign ourselves to this stationary life. You are also aware that in years past, we harvested the bounty of the oceans and lived in plenty on the riches we found. Now our only exports are trinkets and handicrafts hewn from wood that we collect from the forest nearby. Every day our citizens, tools in hand, bow their heads in industrious toil. But the inescapable fact is, our coffers are empty. We can scarce afford even a fifth of our expenditures. Long have we boasted generous poor laws. But if we do not swallow our pride and abolish them, we shall be ruined within the month. As such, I have further refined my tax reduction proposal from last week. Stop pushing! I have enough copies for everyone. I hereby announce that 30 taxes are to be abolished. These include income tax, property tax, food tax, spice tax.
Oh!
This new policy will immediately increase the gross domestic output of the nation.
Stop right there.
An objection? Yes, what is it?
If those taxes are abolished as you propose, what will happen to our nation's poor laws? Who will look after the children?
The poor laws? Well, naturally, all unnecessary expenses will be cut, including handouts to orphans and the like.
Unnecessary expenses?
Indeed. When the nation's coffers are nearly empty, they are a luxury we can ill afford. Are you aware how much one must pay for a single slice of bread on this ship?
Well,
7,000 pig. Think about that. 7,000 pig for something that can be had for a pittance anywhere else in the realm. Cheese, 8,000 pig. Oh, a can of mackerel? Well, that'll be 9,000, thank you. And a round of ham will cost you a nice round 10,000 pig. What good do those prices do anyone? They're unreasonable, unsustainable. And they're caused by those bloated poor laws that you refuse to give up. Damn the consequences.
The poor laws are this nation's greatest pride. You would say that it is wrong to distribute wealth to those who need it most?
No, I would not say it is wrong. Oh no, how shall I put it? The poor laws are a poison! Yes, a poison that every day saps the strength of this nation!
God, a poison? You go too far. I'll hear no more of this fool talk.
You are the fool? Your ideals have blinded you, and you refuse to see the truth. So it falls to me to tear away the blindfold, to lay before you the hard, undeniable facts. You there! Explain to the good knight how many days remain before our coffers run dry.
Oh, yes, let me see. Carry the one and,
Oh, too slow! 14 days, 21 hours, and 52 minutes!
Yes, that's it.
To rephrase, in just over 2 weeks, our nation will be bankrupt!
What?
But is there nothing else we can do? Yes, I suppose there is. For example, we could discover a sunken galleon filled to the gunwales with gold, like last month. Or we could beg our neighbors for money, like the month before that.
God!
I am an expert in taxes. When it comes to tax theory, I am 1,225 years and 3 months ahead of all of you combined. You there. You are Idia Lee, yes? Daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia? The Grand Marshal would raise no fool. Surely you see the logic of my position?
Well, kind of, but...
Tell him, Idia. He would forsake our pride, our honor, our very future just to fill the coffers. And for what? I will not live in a country where the rich grow fat while children starve.
Yes, we can give orphans bread and soup, supply them with pencils, send them to school. But what good does it do if the country they call home collapses under the weight of excess taxation? Why, even as I speak, our national debt has increased by another 3.141592%! Time! Yes, time is of the essence, my friends! We must make a choice, and quickly!
She is the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia?
Surely she can help us. She can show us a way out of our predicament.
Speak, girl. You have the floor.
Me? Okay. Right. Look, you just can't cut taxes like this. The poor laws are too important.
What? Are you mad, girl?
I get it. It might seem crazy to risk financial ruin just to take care of the poor. But if you think of a country as a family, then it's not crazy at all. Families have to take care of their sick, their elderly, and most of all, their children. Those who can't work need to be supported. What kind of nation are you if you can't do that?
Precisely. Such a nation, such a family, would not be worthy of the name.
This is starry-eyed nonsense, you hear me? Nonsense! A society where the able-bodied must toil endlessly to put food on the plates of strangers? Such a nation is sick and broken!
Look who's talking nonsense now. You want to know what's sick and broken? Turning a blind eye to those who suffer, that's what.
I see your game. In order to crush my proposal, you would drive me into exile. I ask you again, Italy, where do you stand? The fate of a nation hangs in the balance. You are a fool! Now I must educate you the hard way. The much-beloved former King of Ansheim, now newly minted Grand Ship Minister of Taxation. and holder of the Time Mage Asterisk. Eloquentus Gamma the Eighth shall now do battle!
Here goes nothing!
Let's give him all we've got!
end for progressive taxation policies. This was to be my great comeback! But now, I must start from scratch again!
No, wait!
Well done, Idia. I knew I could count on you to make the right decision. The children are safe from that crook and his heartless policies. They need not fear hunger ever again.
Look, Alternus.
But we cannot stop here. We must provide them with even better food and build new schools, the finest in the world!
Alternus! You can't keep spending like this. Not if you really want to help the kids. Yes, they're the future, and they need support. But they also need a nation to inherit. Your poor laws should provide the basic necessities. Enough so the children and elderly can get by. And yes, you need to tax the working people to pay for what's needed, but within reason. That's how you build a strong nation. Having ideals is good, just so long as you don't trample over other people's rights to achieve them.
Yes, you speak the truth.
Is it true? They're raising taxes again?
That's what they say.
30,000 peeg for cheese, 40,000 for a slice of ham. Just as tasty, I say.
Did I go too far? I mean, you can't have the poor laws if there's no money to pay for them.
Oh, it's all right. There'll be money enough soon.
Really?
It's true that taxes here are absurd and the price is ridiculous. But the crafts we produce are the finest in the realm. People all over are lining up to pay top coin for them.
Added value, the economists call it. We turn wood from the forest into ships, tools, accessories, you name it. Sure, things cost a lot, but everyone's making enough to pay for it all, including the proprietress here.
Ain't that the truth?
And when the kids graduate from the new schools we built, they'll put their education to work and make more wealth. Yep. People know the government's got their backs, so they're not afraid to marry and raise lots of kids. Friendship's growing stronger day by day, all thanks to your ideals, Idia.
Gee, I mean, that's good to hear.
That reminds me. Remember that counselor? The one with the funny metal hat?
Ah, the self-appointed Minister of Tax.
Huh? Self-appointed?
Yeah, it turns out he wasn't even a citizen, which meant he wasn't eligible to be elected counselor in the first place. He kept giving speeches about developing heavy industry, fixing the engines, putting Grand Ship back in the sky.
Well, he ran out of money, couldn't pay his room and board, and had to turn to the poor laws for handouts.
Ha! He appreciated the poor laws then, didn't he? Wouldn't shut up about how brilliant they were.
Eventually, he left the country, found some former employee of his to take him in. Any idea where he might be?
Can't say that I do.
It's just nice to see the children happy. That's the most important thing, right?
Definitely. The other stuff is negotiable, but a country has to protect its children.
That reminds me. Take a look at these, will you? The Chamber of Commerce wants to market them to tourists, but I thought it best to get your permission first.
Our permission? For what? Huh? The beloved heroes of Grandship, a tapestry depicting the warriors of light?
Whoa! Check out this pewter mug set! It's got my face on it! Look, novelty wooden swords. Hewn of the finest wood.
How much for one of those? Ah! 1 million peeg? Your merchants sure know how to turn a profit.
Ain't that the truth?